So it's currently, today is December 2nd. We spent Thanksgiving week with my brother and his family in Oklahoma, so we weren't filming any of that because we were just taking the week to spend time with family that we don't see very often. And we also were both sick at the time. I'm just at the tail end of my run. But we were both very sick and it was not fun. So we also weren't filming that. Then after leaving Oklahoma, we went down to Waco, Texas, because if you don't already know this, we named Chip after Chip Gaines. Can you grab that?
Yeah, here's the orange.
Thanks.
Brief intermission.
Story.
So, yeah, Waco, Texas.
Named Chip after Chip Gaines, from the couple of Fixer Upper. They are from Waco, Texas. Their whole thing is Waco, Texas. They own a whole block radius where they have the silos, Magnolia Press, different shops, Magnolia Home. So if you don't know what any of that is, A, you're missing out. B, a big part of our relationship is them. So we were really excited to take Chip to Waco, Texas.
Yeah.
We didn't film with the camera in Magnolia. We took our phones and took some shots, so we'll probably include those right now. But we had fun going in and out of the shops. We got some coffee at Magnolia Press, which was really good. It was really beautiful there. The seating, there was a bunch of different seating that you could just sit outside, and since it's nice in Texas, it was nice to just sit outside. It was just very beautiful. What do you think?
It's very aesthetic and pleasing. I like how they have a very big highlight on community there. It's like a lot of fun for everyone. With all the shops, kind of just check most of the boxes for things you'd want to see if you were in there with your family or whatnot.
And the wiffle ball field.
Wiffle ball field's
church.
Huge. Yeah, the church is beautiful. They restored or took pieces of a very old church that was out there in that area, and like we watched the episode where they put it all back together, and it's cool how they just redid most of the internals and then restored some of the the pews are original, I believe, and then the capstone on the roof is original as well. And
they put I forget where they got the church bell.
Right.
But they brought in a church bell from somewhere else to put it in there, and it's just, the whole place was just really beautiful, so you can see it in the crappy videos that we took.
Okay. Brief intermission.
Oh my god! Now we are here in a boondocking camping spot and working on I have homework. Lloyd's working on our next video, photos, and we're also going to plan out kind of our next week or two before we go back to Minnesota for Christmas.
Yeah. Looks like we're going to see the Ozark Mountains in Arkansas. Even this area of Texas, being so much farther east, we're just getting forest land versus desert land. So that's already just refreshing to an extent, since we did spend all of that time in New Mexico and southern Colorado, which is beautiful. But no, it's nice to be surrounded by trees and lakes again.
And even Oklahoma too.
Yeah,
It's very much like that.
Just flat land, farmland. But, so that's exciting. We will see what Arkansas has in store.
Yep. I'm already feeling homesick. It's December and it's 80 degrees, so I'm missing the snow and Christmas time. It doesn't feel like it's Christmas, so we might be making our way back to Minnesota a little earlier so we can have a little bit of Christmas.
We're not very good snowbirds, are we?
Yeah.
We're just heading back up for a little while.
Yeah.
But I'm excited. We obviously need to go see the loved ones and all of that, so it'll be good.
But this video will most likely be us traveling around Arkansas, which seems to be, from the internet, a very beautiful place that gets looked over. So we're excited to spend a week and a half, week or two there, and we'll just show you right now what Arkansas is all about.
Let's check it out.
Alright guys, we are in Hot Springs National Park. So we are driving up the mountain to the mountain tower, and we have to go up this beautiful windy road. These turns are crazy. Geocache. Cool. Wait, this is the goat trail?
Yes.
No way. I did find this container by accident. Cute. Probably should put December. What's the date?
4th.
So I think Lloyd already got it all on camera, but we were just hanging out, walking around, and I saw this container, and I was like, oh my god, that's a geocache. We just stumbled upon it, and apparently it's a geocache from the National Park Service, which is super cool. So I bet they have a bunch around the park. But that's so awesome. I used to go geocaching all the time when I was younger, so that's so cool. You said a seed.
I think it's a seed.
It's a really big seed. Look how pretty these trees are, guys. I don't know what kind they are, but they're so pretty. So we are currently at the old mill in northern Little Rock. We drove an hour here from the Hot Springs National Park, and that was fun, but it's like the only park that is integrated into the city, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, or the only national park that's integrated into the city, so it wasn't very parky. It was more touristy buildings and stuff. So we're at the old mill now, which is a replica of an old water mill that used to be used on the Arkansas River in the 1800s. And it's just a replica of it, but I'm still super excited to see it. It looks magical.
Yeah, it's pretty here.
hobbit hole. This is so cool.
I'm not gonna feed you.
Get the damn ducks some bread.
No.
Wanna come in the van?
She's on your side.
You wanna come in the van?
I don't have anything. It's time to make lunch. We just made it to another spot in Arkansas. Another just wooded spot in the middle of nowhere.
Yep.
But the sun's really pretty.
We had a lazy day today and rested up for a few days of hikes that we have planned. So first is at, I think it's pronounced Petit, but I should look it up.
I'm gonna go with Petit.
I feel like Petit sounds weird. Whatever. Some state park, and then that is like the second most like photographed place in Arkansas, and then we're doing a hike that is the first most, so the most photographed place in Arkansas, and kind of just traveling around the state. I think we have 4 stops left until we slowly make our way back home for Christmas.
Yippee.
So, enjoying a few hikes in Arkansas. Arkansas. Good old Arkansas.
Gotta love it. Come back.
I fell over.
I got her. It's okay.
So we are at the, I say Petite, Lloyd says Petit, but whatever state, Petit Petit State Park, or Jean State Park in Arkansas, and we are doing a 2-mile hike to a 95-foot waterfall.
Sweet.
So
let's check it out. Yeah.
as big as my head. Look at that. Look how pretty this one is.
So we've hiked our way down into this giant valley, and the trail leads right down the side of the creek here. So it's much cooler as it would be in the shade.
Yeah.
But it's a bit more noticeable now that it's December.
I think it's about, well, it's kind of weird because like today and tomorrow is going to be in about the 50s, and the next few days are going to be in like the high 70s, then it's gonna go back to the 50s.
Okay.
So it's just kind of weird temperature jumps.
Yeah, there's some fluctuation. But we're making the most of it. And it's really pretty water down here. It's got that blue shade to it. Just around the corner is our destination. You can really feel the cool breeze coming in off the other side of the wall. The walk.
Yes. So we made it to the waterfall behind us. We've taken very many beautiful pictures and videos and just enjoyed the nature. And now we're going to start the hike. Yoo-hoo! I love this leaf.
Yeah, some big leaves around here.
Ready? Yeah.
Together. Yay!
Yay!
We did it. Okie doke, we did it.
Yeah. I feel like that was a really good, like, pretty short hike. It was only 2 miles, but it felt good, like a good getting back into the hike, or getting into hiking after we were sick.
Taking so much time
for that time, it was like not too hard but not too easy. Like my heart's pumping but I'm not dead, you know, so
it's good length.
Yeah, it's a good warm-up for our next hike. That'll be 3 miles. I'm not too sure what the terrain is going to be like, but it's supposed to be pretty big, beautiful views, so
looking forward to it.
Yay!
Alright, this morning gathered some kindling and medium-sized sticks, made a little tripod, took the broom out and just cleared the perimeter of all this flammable material. We have this really nice fire ring ready to go. There's Chip there in the sunlight. This is where we slept last night. Pulled in, turned around. Yeah, I like this spot. This is all the Ozark National Forest, and this is just one of the many pull-offs. Allegedly, there's, you know, there's got to be a lot of these pull-offs, so we really like it. We had a very small fire last night, just to celebrate getting out here. So we're gonna have a nice, larger one tonight. I pulled this deadwood log out of the forest, and I'm gonna go ahead and cut it up. We have some logs now. Did someone put on their winter jacket?
I didn't want to do this, but
Had to get it out.
let's go.
Yeah. So after driving on a lot of twisty, turny roads, Alex is feeling a little under the weather. Her body doesn't seem to be taking these mountain roads that well. So she's gonna take a nap, and I'm going to be hiking to what is known as Whitaker Point, I believe is what the name is. It's supposed to be the #1 photographed area in Arkansas. So let's go and see what we can find. So dry this year. This is what's left of this little creek. Still a trickle. Getting more warnings of the high cliff area. Pretty excited for what we're gonna see up here. There's some really cool root systems up here. This is looking like a popple tree from the best that I can tell, but check out these roots. Super hollow, but still surviving, it seems. Very resilient tree. So it's been a good little while since I've encountered those signs warning about the cliff, but I have yet to encounter any cliffs, so I'm sure they're there for a good reason, but it's kind of exciting as far as hiking in anticipation of seeing some big cliff faces. There's so much to see. I'll jump up here first. Wow, really cool rock walls. Oh, there's that cliff they were warning about. Sounds like a little waterfall. I'm gonna have to check that out quick. Anybody home? Is the question. Wow. Hello, hello. No bears. Some awesome fire pits. Check this out. Even with the water not running as much as it could due to the dry season, this is really pretty. Alright, let's head back up. Yeah, but first let's check this out. Seems well worth it. Wow. No mammals? Good. Definitely making sure to be the only mammal up in these caves while I'm here. These rocks are awesome. Ugh, it's freaking awesome here. That's a big wasp. No, thank you. What an awesome hangout up here. All these rocks. This one's quite interesting. She's bouncy. Amazing. This ain't it, is it? Can't be. This looks like a mini version of what I'm hiking up to. Well, maybe it is. Wow. Well, here we are, boys and girls, ladies and gents. Some more awesome leaning rocks over there. This is it. Walking out on top of it now. Yeah, it's special here, alright. Well, now that we're here, I'm gonna sit back, relax, and get the controller out for the drone. Because this is a beautiful place. Where are we?
We are in Eureka Springs for our 2-year anniversary. So we just stopped at the Soap Stop and Body Shop, and we got a bunch of gifts. I'm not gonna show you because they're Christmas presents, and the people that they're for watch these videos. So if you're watching this, we just got your Christmas presents, people, and I'm not gonna say who, but if you know, you know. You'll know.
We did a whole bunch of shopping, and now we're getting close to finishing our Christmas list.
Yes.
So that's good. Fun little town. Definitely a lot of crazy streets.
Yes. Very like cute little niche, like a little hobbity town. Kind of like a little mountain town it reminds me of. We went into this little shop that had a bunch of like foreign snacks, candy, stuff. And we found this bag of chips from Thailand. And we don't know what the flavor is. But there are peanuts, shrimp, limes, red onion, peppers, and some kind of something on the bag. So we're gonna do a live taste test. Here's your chip.
By live, she means when we upload the video,
yes.
You'll figure it out.
Yeah! Okay. Go.
It's like the shrimp flavored ramen mixed with some sort of greens. I'm gonna keep eating them.
Not bad.
We should probably make lunch before we eat the whole bag of chips.
We are making lunch, which is the night we started dating. We were booked to like this little cabin, and we were trying to make burgers with a side of broccoli, and the little kitchen in the little cabin did not work out, so we ended up mixing the ground beef, because the burgers didn't stick together, with the broccoli and making a little beef and broccoli bowl. But it's just like ground beef. It's not like when you think of like beef and broccoli, but it's the little tradition that we have for our anniversary. So that's what we're making for lunch.
Yay.
Yay! We'll show you it. Oh my gosh, it's cooking time!
It's cooking time!
First, we got this really big head of broccoli. It's just 2 little ones. We're gonna use this one and then take a little bit off of this one as well. And we're saving the other half. Now, I'm just gonna clean up the broccoli, make it into little bite-sized chips. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Don't try this at home, kid. So we have about 2 handfuls of broccoli chopped and ready to go, and now we're gonna start cooking the beef.
Today we're using the Walmart Special Organic Grass-Fed Beef.
I always use my always.
Do it.
So we have the meat cooking, and my tip for this meal, and just for meals in general, is this meat masher. It's like one of my favorite tools to use in the kitchen, and it made it into the van, so we have very few utensils, and this one we use almost on a daily basis. Whenever we have beef, I guess. Or sausage. So basically, you just cook it like regular ground beef. Once this is cooked fully, we'll put the broccoli in because we don't want the raw meat touching the broccoli, obviously. And then we're going to chop up some onion, garlic, put some seasonings in here. Call it good. Alright, so the meat is cooked. I'm going to put in the broccoli. And make sure to cover the lid. Get some steam in there, and Lloyd is going to use the cutting board to now chop up half of a medium-sized onion and then 2 cloves of garlic. Alright, so we already put some of the onion in there, just chopping up the rest.
Last but not least, chop the garlic.
So we have pepper, salt. You kind of need a lot of salt because beef doesn't have much flavor. Even though we already put garlic and onion in, we're going to do a little bit of garlic powder, a little bit of onion powder. Stir it all up. Maybe we should put a little butter in here. So we have never included any butter in this, but I feel like it needs a little bit just because seasonings are kind of sticking to the bottom there. So I just added a little bit of butter. Butter makes everything better, right? So we did some shopping, as you saw, in Eureka Springs, got a lot of Christmas presents done, which are really neat because I feel like meaningful, unique Christmas presents mean a lot more than just going to Target or something. Right. So I'm really excited about the presents that we got for a lot of our loved ones, and we finished making the lunch that you saw, our little anniversary lunch, and now we are at our last stop for our anniversary, and you can kind of see behind us right here, but we are at the Christ of Ozarks in Eureka Springs, which was one of the main reasons we wanted to come here. It's just super cool to be here, and then we got to do some other added fun stuff, but this is the last stop.
Yep. So huge shout out to JC for giving us safe passage this whole first month on the road and however long we've been on the road. But yeah, now we get to go drive a really long way and go back to snowy Duluth, Minnesota, and go be with family and friends
for the holidays.
For the holidays.
So we're leaving tomorrow. So this is kind of a nice little end to the first part of our trip. The second part of our trip is going to be much longer, probably 3 to 4 months. This one was about a month and a half. Yeah. So we're going to be back home for about 2 weeks, spending time with family, soaking up the snow because
excited.
Kind of miss it. But
yep. So we'll get a little of that.
Yeah.
Probably make a vlog while we're up there.
Yeah. So we are excited to continue sharing our travels with you. We hope you guys liked the videos that we've shared so far. This first part of our trip was a lot of fun.
Sure was.
And I feel like this is a great end.
Me too.
Alright guys. See you in the next one.
Bye for now.